Would you like to find love?
Eventually, I would.
Widowed for 10 years now, Angela Oliver hopes to find love again.
For me to have someone, you know, that I can have adult time with, I don't have that.
But the 59-year-old Brodnax grandmother does not feel comfortable putting herself out there right now.
But one day, the scars, when I look in the mirror, I see Frankenstein. I see a bunch of cuts.
The longtime nurse tells me those scars tell the story of a surgical journey that began with a breast cancer diagnosis in 2019.
So that is the up under my arm where the tissue was supposed to be the breast, but it ended up under my arm.
Can you show us on your body where that is?
Right here.
It's still there?
Yes, very much so. It swells. I have had fluid removed from it twice in the last 4 or 5 months.
Oliver recently filed a $25 million lawsuit against her breast surgeon, Dr. Sasa Gray-Espino, in addition to the Richmond Breast Center, Chippenham Johnston Willis Hospital, and a number of HCA-affiliated entities. The suit alleges HCA, Richmond Breast Center, and Chippenham Hospital engaged in practices that maximize profits at the expense of safety for its customers, including empowering Espino to perform medical procedures outside of her training, education, and experience.
I was like, how did I trust this lady? And I'm a nurse. How did I trust her to get this far to mess me up this bad? I was just like, was I that naive that, but then I think about it, no, she convinced me that this was gonna be all right.
Oliver's complaint is one of 36 lawsuits that have been filed against Espino and the Richmond Breast Center, the majority claiming the doctor breached the standard of care by performing breast surgery she was, quote, not qualified to perform. But Oliver's lawsuit goes beyond breast reconstruction surgeries and alleges Espino negligently performed or attempted to perform a tummy tuck or paniculectomy on her. A paniculectomy is a procedure that removes excessive hanging skin and fat from the lower abdomen. Attorney Rand Robbins represents Oliver and many other plaintiffs who filed lawsuits.
But what's difficult about this story is that Angela put her trust in Dr. Espino and put her trust in HCA, and they broke that trust over and over and over again. And the consequences of that broken trust for Angela are going to follow her for the rest of her life.
Espino's lawyers told me in late February they deny all allegations of negligence in the lawsuits Espino has been served with. They say her specialized fellowship, education, training, and surgical experience qualifies her to perform breast reconstruction surgeries. We asked them if Espino performed tummy tucks or paniculectomies and if she was qualified to perform them, but they declined to comment, citing the ongoing litigation.
She is absolutely lovely. She has been devastated by what happened to her.
Dr. Louis Ladosi, a board-certified plastic surgeon at Richmond Plastic Surgeons, is now treating Oliver and has reviewed hundreds of pages of her medical records.
This muscle-sparing latissimus flap reconstruction that left a breast mound in Angela's underarm instead of on her anterior chest is just shocking. The other operations were done too quickly, too aggressively. And then worst of all was this abdominal procedure that was performed.
Ladosi says tummy tucks and paniculectomies are complex procedures nearly always done by board-certified plastic surgeons, something Espino is not, according to the American Board of Plastic Surgery. He says he is troubled by the information in her medical records. In this progress note written by Dr. Espino from 1 month before Oliver's abdominal procedure, she stated Oliver noticed a new lump in her lower quadrant abdomen that was mildly tender to palpitation, and staff will coordinate an abdominal wall mass excision. But in Oliver's surgical operation note, Espino wrote that Oliver had new painful swelling in her lower abdomen wall after a fall and desired an excisional biopsy for symptoms relief. The surgical note also said Oliver wished to proceed with lower abdominal wall skin excision. There is no mention of a mass or tumor. Espino wrote that an approximately 60 centimeters squared area of tissue was dissected. That's about the size of your smartphone screen. But a pathologist who analyzed the nearly 5 pounds of abdominal tissue described it as soft tissue measuring 40 centimeters by 16 centimeters by 5 centimeters and found no evidence of cancer.
So if you do the math, okay, that is somewhere around, I believe it's 640 square centimeters, 10 times what the operative note indicated.
Can you show us what that would look like with the measuring tape?
So when I examined Angela and looked at the scar across her abdomen, 1 6 centimeters, 1 10 centimeters, it was 60 centimeters, all the way from side to side. Again, I would love to have an explanation.
Dr. Ladosi claims Espino's statements in the medical records are not consistent with the pathology report, billing codes, and scars on Oliver's body.
First of all, there was no medical indication to remove that abdominal wall tissue. There was also no indication of discussion of risks and benefits with Angela. She had this procedure on the basis of swelling, which is not an indication for a biopsy. She had pain, but that's also not an indication for a biopsy. The abdominal wall procedure that was dictated and billed as an excisional biopsy was not. The coding did not correspond with what was actually done, and the pathology report confirmed that no mass was actually present. The billing codes that were submitted by Dr. Espino did not correspond to the operation. And again, it was disastrous because it prevented Angela from having a definitive reconstruction.
Now Oliver says she is angry about the numerous breast reconstruction procedures and the abdominal procedure she underwent with Dr. Espino that she now alleges in her lawsuit were performed negligently.
Angry because I could have avoided all of this pain, all of the surgeries, all of the time out that I wasn't able to do stuff with my family because I was here, with open wounds that I couldn't go out and do stuff, and just angry.
3 additional women who have filed lawsuits claim Espino performed abdominal surgeries on them too. According to their lawsuits, 2 of them involved abdominal wall tissue excisional biopsies, and the third is described in the lawsuit as a hip-to-hip excision of the patient's lower abdomen. Oliver's lawsuit claims that in 2022, HCA-affiliated entities learned that Espino was fraudulently documenting and billing procedures, yet they allowed her to continue to reap financial benefits. HCA spokesperson Wes Hester told us patient safety and quality care are our top priorities. We are reviewing the claims and will address them through the appropriate legal process. Espino's attorney, Elizabeth Papalakis, declined to comment on specifics, saying the matter is in active litigation. She added that they remain confident in Dr. Espino and the care she provided to her patients. Outside Chippenham Hospital, I'm Melissa Hippolyte for CBS 6.